out of my way. I'd like to call to order the July 27th, 2026 meeting of Tangipahoa Parish Rural Fire Protection District Number 2. Roll call, please.
Mr. Sinagra.
Here.
Mr. Graffia.
Here.
Mr. Joseph.
Here.
Mr. Havis.
Here.
Mr. Richtel.
Here.
Mr. Mayu. Here. Mr. Wells. Mr. Vial.
Here.
Ms. Hyde. Here. Ms. Ciotat.
Here.
All right, anyone wishing to address any item that's not on the agenda?
It's on the agenda.
Okay. Y'all had time to look at the meetings that were dated June 22nd. There's no questions. I'll entertain a motion to adopt the minutes.
So moved. Second.
Motion by Mr. Joseph, second by Mr. Havis. Roll call.
Mr. Graffia.
Yes.
Mr. Joseph.
Yeah, you're right.
Mr.
Yes.
Havis. Mr. Havis.
Yes.
Mr. Richtel.
Yeah.
Mr. Mayu. Mr. Vial.
Yes.
Ms. Hyde. Ms. Ciotat.
Yes.
Mr. Sinagra.
Yes. Okay, monthly reports and registers, approval of monthly budget and check register reports.
Yes. Good evening, everybody. We had the financial meeting earlier. We went over the budgets. One is the administration budget, and the lawyer legal fees are up there because of the lawsuit. The other one is Wilmer trending high in payroll, so I'm gonna have a talk with the chief with that, see if we can figure out something with that. Other than that, everything else is looking good.
Any questions? Motion to approve the budget.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Vial, second by Mr. Joseph. Roll call.
Mr. Joseph.
Yes.
Mr. Havis.
Yes.
Mr. Richtel.
Yes.
Mr. Mayu. Mr. Vial. Ms. Hyde. Ms. Ciotat.
Yes.
Mr. Sinagra.
Yes.
Mr. Graffia.
Yes.
All right, administrator report.
So the next one, I need adoption of Resolution 2602, authorizing administrator to apply for business credit card accounts. These are the credit cards the fire chiefs have for buying incidentals whenever they're out and about. It's with First Guarantee right now. We'd like to move into our new bank, which is American Bank. So I got the applications in, and we needed a resolution from the fire board to proceed.
Motion by Ms. Hyde and second by Mr. Mayu.
And we're moving because,
Just because to get it all in one spot.
Okay.
We had a little hiccup with First Guarantee closing the accounts, not realizing.
Okay.
Then they wanted to start charging, as soon as we charged, they wanted to start charging interest, and then they come back and said that was a mistake. So now they've changed software, I can't log in, so
okay, I'm good,
we're done.
thank you. Thanks for the explanation.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Havis.
Yes.
Mr. Richtel.
Yeah.
Mr. Mayu. Mr. Vial.
Yes.
Ms. Hyde. Ms. Ciotat.
Yes.
Mr. Sinagra.
Yes.
Mr. Graffia.
Yes.
Mr. Joseph.
Yes.
Okay, Hustler Fire Matters. Dale?
Turn your mic on, please.
The first off was the timesheets. We ever get discussion on where we sending our timesheets into? Our timesheets into. The auditor said that it was a finding, so my question is, who we gonna send it into?
Well, I guess I needed at least see a
They're
copy.
gonna keep sending them in to me. I talked to the auditor today, and I explained to him what the state had told me. I don't know who he talked to at the state, but I told him he needs to find out that part of it, because my people are telling me we're doing just like what we're doing.
Right.
So I don't know who he talked to at the state level, so,
And when you
Right
say,
now, everything's
who
the
are
same.
you talking about?
the auditor
Okay,
at the state supplemental pay board. So I don't know who he talked to, but we're, on my end of asking them again, we're keep doing just like what we're doing
for now,
for now.
till we figure it out.
Unless somebody else pops up with something different, but
Okay.
right now we're staying the same.
All right,
Okay, all right, that cleared it up, thank you. Also, we're still having some problems with our first due system. We're having unauthorized users. I am reporting that today. I can't say who. I don't know who, if somebody's using a different name or not, but they're into reports that they should not be into. So it has been opened up. I've contacted the proper authorities, and we plan on pursuing it. Just wanted to keep y'all in the loop. Thank you.
Repeat that, Dale?
Yeah,
What
say that again?
is,
Someone's going in our emergency reporting, into our medical records, our fire records. So just wanted to keep y'all in the loop. We're looking into it.
okay.
When you say getting into them, help me out a little bit.
Yeah, so,
Help me out a little bit. Don't walk,
They're using a login. They're using an authorized login.
our authorized login?
Yes.
so who do we report, who's checking into it? What this sounds like,
So I don't know who he's talking to. I've got a ticket in the first due, and I got Michael Thornhill involved now for IT. And I'm getting him to research this, because something's happening with my account, and we gotta figure out what's going on with that. So
Michael's-
somebody's either got a login that they're not supposed to have, or they created one and is getting in the system.
Isn't this the new system?
Yes, the new software. So I got Michael Thornhill involved now, and he's getting up to speed. We contacted First Due today, so they have a ticket. They're working on their end, and he's pushing it on this end to figure out where we need to go.
So basically, you can say we've been hacked? Would that be the proper
I would think so.
terminology?
Somewhere along the line here, somebody's got a login that ain't supposed to have one.
Okay.
so has this been reported to the police department or?
When Chief Husser, Chief
Yeah, Dale.
Vernon told me about it, I told him, I said, call the sheriff's office right now, because I am not in your system. I don't know who's in your system, but you need to contact sheriff's office right now. So I don't know if he did it
Have we
right
done
then
that?
or when he did it.
Good.
Yeah, Chief
So there's-
Vernon's got,
So-
he made a report with sheriff's office. So he's the one working it too.
At
with
each
whoever.
department, who has access to that? Just the chief or,
So the chief has access to his accounts. I have access to the accounts also as
Right.
the main umbrella administrator. I don't get in and dig around in medical reports. I look at the asset parts, the run totals, the personnel, things like that. I'm trying to get all the assets in the first due and try to figure out an easy way to transition from, so the chiefs are not doing all this work. Well, now it's coming out that all this is going on, and I keep getting locked out on all of them. So somebody's got something that ain't supposed to have it. Cause this is the third time I've been locked out of all of them. So I don't know.
turn your mic on.
Dale, why don't you try the FBI? They have a special unit for that.
I reported it. I'm gonna follow the chain. Like I said, I'm just keeping y'all in the loop.
Okay,
Okay.
man. Appreciate it.
Great.
Okay. Next item is the Independence Fire Matters. And some of y'all have gotten a letter from Independence, some did not, and they want me to read it. You. EJ.
Is Chief Polite not here?
No, he had to do something with his granddaughter this afternoon and asked me if I could. be
Tell us
here.
who you are,
My
TJ.
name's,
Just-
my name's TJ Spencer. I'm the president of the Independence Volunteer Fire Department Incorporated. Chief Polito asked me, the board of directors to send a letter regarding a few issues that we have, going on. So I did so. So I got y'all's addresses from the website, mailed y'all a letter, and I also emailed a letter to Mr. Brad, cause I didn't have his right email, his right address to mail him one. So we spoke on the phone, and I got him one via email.
Dale, let me say for the record, I did not get a letter.
I mailed them to Highway 40. Is that your mailing address?
Oh, no, you gotta send, Independence, you gotta send Appeal Box 621.
Okay, I'll get you a copy of
Yeah,
that letter.
I got one.
Okay,
Thank you.
I'm sorry. I just used the addresses that was on. I asked Chief Polito, would that be the best address to send them to?
Yeah.
Because I didn't have everybody's contact information. I just went down that avenue.
And I think most people got theirs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got mine. So Chief Polita asked his board to send this letter?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So he asked, and y'all drew it all up and y'all sat down?
I drew it up. I went over it with the board of directors. We hashed out some things that needed to be removed and added, took care of that, and then once we made a final letter, we read it to our membership, because we had a business meeting that night. We read it to them, got the board of directors' approval and the membership's approval to send this letter over to you guys.
Okay. Well, they wanted me to read it, so I guess I need to read it, and it's
Well,
getting a lengthy.
we're gonna
so-
read it, or they need to read it? They wrote it.
I mean, unless
I just
TJ,
wanted to submit it into public records. It
they
doesn't
said they
have-
wanted it read into
Yeah,
public
I just
record.
needed to be submitted to public records. I didn't know if it needed to be read at the meeting or not. If submitting it into public records is just submitting it, y'all don't have to read it. It is a long 2-page letter. I try to shorten it as much as possible.
Well,
I'd say
It's up
just
to you.
read-
You're the fireboard chair.
I'm gonna read it, just that way it's done and can't say. It says in there to read it, so y'all just bear with me.
Okay,
Everybody ready?
yes, sir.
Alright. This correspondence serves as a formal notice from the Independence Volunteer Fire Department regarding ongoing concerns related to the conduct of the fire administrator towards the fire chief and the impact of those actions on the lawful operation and administration of the department. It has come to our attention that the fire administrator has repeatedly contacted the fire chief regarding personnel decisions, including decisions and directives concerning employee terminations and staffing decisions in connection with budgetary matters. These communications are inappropriate, exceed the fire administrator's authority with respect to the internal personnel operations of Independence Volunteer Fire Department. And have created an environment that the department considers hostile, intimidating, and disruptive to the fire chief's ability to effectively perform his duties. Accordingly, Independence Volunteer Fire Department hereby demands that all future communications from the fire administrator to the fire chief concerning personnel matters, employment actions, budget-related staffing decisions, disciplinary matters, and other operational directives be conducted exclusively in writing, either by letter or email, with a member of the Board of Commissioners copied on all correspondence. No direct verbal communication concerning these matters should occur outside of this process unless authorized by the Board of Commissioners of Independence Volunteer Fire Department. Independence Volunteer Fire Department will not tolerate continued attempts to pressure, intimidate, or otherwise interfere with lawful management and administration of its personnel. Any efforts to improperly influence employment decisions, disciplinary actions, or operational authority of the fire chief are unacceptable and must cease immediately. The Independence Volunteer Fire Department further objects to the collection, review, and use of audio and video recordings obtained from department vehicles when such recordings are utilized in connection with personnel investigations, interrogations, disciplinary proceedings, or other employment-related actions without strict compliance with the procedural protections afforded to the firefighters under Louisiana law, including Louisiana Firefighter Bill of Rights. Any investigation, interrogation, or disciplinary action involving a firefighter must be conducted in accordance with all applicable statutory requirements and must preserve the due process rights and protections guaranteed by law. The department respectfully requests that the board immediately review these practices and ensure that any future collection, retention, review, or use of vehicle recordings is conducted in full compliance with applicable legal requirements and does not infringe upon the rights of firefighters, officers, or department personnel. Please consider this correspondence a formal request for the board's intervention. Independence Volunteer Fire Department expects the board to take appropriate action to ensure that all future communications, administrative actives, oversight activities are professional, transparent, and conducted within the proper scope of authority. And the rest of it is basically just asking us to read it. So, yeah, that's the rest of it's just that. All right, now, the response to the letter from Independence. So here's the response to the concerns raised by the Independence Fire Board regarding the duties of Fire Administrator David Atkins. For and foremost, the responsibilities of the fire administrator are clearly defined in his job description with Tangipahoa Parish Rural Fire Protection District 2. That job description, originally drafted in 2012, was developed with input from the fire chiefs themselves. The duties and responsibilities have remained substantially unchanged over the years. Many of the actions identified in your letter as concerns are, in fact, the very responsibilities that were assigned to the fire administrator through the job description that the chiefs helped create. So the budget oversight. One of the fire administrator's primary responsibilities is financial oversight of the fire district and contracted departments. Specifically, item number 15 of the fire administrator's job description states, exercise budgetary controls, including payroll reimbursements, purchasing of supplies, equipment, land, buildings, etc. It requires the fire administrator to monitor departmental budgets, identify financial trends, report those findings to the fire board, and make recommendations intended to help departments remain within their budgets. The recommendations made to the Independence Fire Department are based entirely on objective financial data and historical spending patterns. For example, payroll expenses have increased 42% in the last years. Independence Fire Department has exceeded its approved operating budget during each of the past 5 fiscal years. Each of those years, the department required substantial financial assistance from the fire district in order to continue operations. Because of these ongoing trends, it is not only appropriate but required that the fire administrator advise both the department and the fire board regarding the financial condition of this department and recommend corrective measures when necessary. This is not interference in department operations. It is the performance of the duties assigned to him by his contract. Staffing and budget management. The fire board recognizes the desire of Independence Fire Department to maintain 6 or 7 firefighters on call at all times to be prepared for the worst possible scenario and to provide firefighters reasonable work hours. However, every department within Fire District 2 is expected to operate within its approved budget. Financial records show that several other departments respond to more than twice the annual call volume handled by Independence while operating with significantly fewer personnel on duty and with substantially smaller operating budgets. The expectation is not that Independence reduce its level of service, but rather operate within the fiscal accountability expected of the department. For the vehicle cameras, the request to remove cameras from district-owned vehicles cannot be granted.
Mr. Chairman, I'm not asking them to be removed. That's not what we're asking. I just want to.
Let me finish.
Yes, sir.
And it's not, so, the camera systems were installed to comply with the fire district's insurance requirements and serve as important risk management function. These cameras exist solely to preserve factual evidence should an accident or incident occur involving a district vehicle. When an event requires review, the appropriate notifications will be made, the footage will be used only as part of the investigation, and driving infractions are only reported to the fire chief and the fire administrator. So the board will not access or review footage without cause, and the cameras are not intended to monitor employees during routine operations. So, with future communications moving forward, that all communications should be done via email directly to David Atkins, the fire administrator. The administrator will place that communication on the agenda for the fire board to review. The goal is to protect the financial stability of the fire district and ensure responsible stewardship of the public funds for the benefit of all departments and the citizens they serve. So, I don't know, TJ, but when I read the letter, it was like an attack to us.
Not what it was meant for. I never meant for it to be an attack. I'm just asking we do, maybe have some policies in place with our camera footage. In your letter, you stated that the fire chief gets that information along with the fire administrator. There should be some type of public information request that is given when we do, because we have to notify that firefighter that he's even being investigated prior to us submitting for those public record requests. That's the things that we have to do as the fire board for Independence Fire Department. I love the cameras. I love them. I'm a fan of them. But that we have to build a process on how to gather that information. If it sends to the fire chief and he's in a bad mood that day, any fire chief, and he just so happens to go and say, hey, why were you driving so fast? He's already started the process.
Well, he shouldn't have been driving fast.
So,
I understand.
Everybody
TJ,
needs to be held
It doesn't
accountable.
send anything unless there's an infraction. They're not
That's
wearing their
what I'm-
seatbelt, they're on their phone. I mean,
Yes, ma'am, but I've also been in a fire truck that has a handheld siren that was told that I got an infraction myself, holding a siren controller, saying I was on my phone, put my phone down, and I can't, I'm trying to work the lights and the
it's
siren.
computer, it doesn't,
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is those infractions are going to the fire chief, and if he's not watching the video, there should be our board feels like we should be able to come here and say, Ms. Jill, I need to submit a public information request to receive this video from this date, from this time of this incident.
and has that not been done? Has that
I
been tried?
don't know what the process is. I was just told that the chief gets the information.
Have y'all needed it for any instance?
Yeah,
thus
I mean,
far?
the chief said we gotta start looking at these infractions and make sure we get them taken, which has to go to our training officer and all that other stuff, so we can get our driver training taken care of. I'm not trying to take no personal attack. I'm trying to fix a problem as the president. I'm not trying to make no personal attack on anybody here. I wanna fix the problem that Independence Fire Department's having.
well, I know when we put the cameras in, we were in a probation period, and it would email the video to myself as president, to David, and to that fire chief. So I don't understand why y'all aren't getting the videos. Does it not send them
No,
anymore,
I'm-
David, or?
The thing is what I'm saying is, that there's information going to someone prior to it being requested. I can understand him, hey, the thing, but we should be able to request that information when we need to do an investigation,
But-
because it's a process.
But wait, David,
going to the
is
fire
it still
chief is
going
what
to
I'm
the fire
saying.
chief?
So the chief is
So
not
your
giving-
chief is not giving it to
The
you?
chief is not giving that to y'all?
I'm not saying, I haven't had an incident where we needed it at the moment, but we're trying to fix the problem. We gotta have a policy in place. I gotta create a policy to say,
But I don't-
this is the steps we gotta do.
If your chief's getting it, you need to tell your chief that you wanna
Yeah,
be
but I need to get
notified.
it from David. I need to be getting it from him. It shouldn't be going to the fire.
Well,
So what happens?
You need to get it from your chief. That's who you report to, not David.
Who's the vehicle belong to? It belongs to the fire district. I need to be getting that information from David. We don't need to be giving it to the fire chief.
Yeah, but y'all contracted out, so
I
Chief
understand that.
Polita's in charge of that, everything down there, so whatever infraction goes to that
What
camera.
what does our standard operating procedures do? We just wrote here a while back.
So-
What does it say in them?
So the cameras, when they come in an infraction, holding the siren thing, I go in and dismiss it, because it's not a cell phone, he's using it, okay. But still, shouldn't go to the chief at that point, but if it happens to go to him because he's tagged, his vehicles are tagged in his email. So an infraction comes, time you get the infraction, it done told you twice to put down whatever you had in your hand to start off with. So that's the third time you did it. It goes to me and the fire chief. Now, if it's the siren, I delete it. If you need camera footage pulled, Chief Byers is a prime example. He had a mirror get smacked Saturday and he wants the camera footage. Give me the time, give me the unit, I'll go in and retrieve it. Well, the time and unit he gave me, it's not the right time yet, so I gotta narrow it down to the right time. All you gotta do is email me and tell me what you need, times, dates, the unit, and you can get the retrieval of the email.
I mean, we not over y'all's SOPs. Y'all got something that y'all need to take care of with your Chiefs Association. Well, y'all need
Just
to
call
take,
me.
y'all need
Okay.
to,
Listen, I need to, as the
Okay, y'all need-
president,
y'all
we
need
gotta
to-
create a policy
Well,
on
then
this
create
matter.
it.
I have to say,
have
these are
your
the
chief
steps we
get with
gotta
the
take.
Chiefs Association, create the solution, and that's that.
The Chiefs Association is for, I don't
Standard
know that.
operating procedures.
Yeah, well,
Right?
Independence
Am I
Fire
right or
Department
wrong?
has their own standard operating procedures that happen outside of that we have to follow processes for. Okay, I'm just set this for example. Our uniform policy is not the same as Hammond's or Ponchatoula's. It's different. Each fire department has their own uniform policy. I'm trying to create a policy to eliminate issues.
Do you have a policy created? that we
No,
can
I'm trying
review?
to, that's why I'm
So-
asking.
So what would you like to see done?
I would not like it to go to our fire chief, because if the fire chief's in the disciplinary process, he's already got the information before it was submitted. That is in violation of the firefighter Bill of Rights, is what I'm trying to say that.
So
Brad, can you?
I guess so if you in the truck and you do something and it's an infraction, and
Yes.
the video camera picks you up,
Yes.
you don't want it going to the chief.
It shouldn't go to the chief. The chief is the disciplinarian.
Well,
How
why
can he
would-
do an
why would-
But it's
investigation
not
if he
y'all's
already?
truck. So
I
it's like
understand
my
that.
vehicle.
It's my personnel though, is what I'm saying. It's your truck, my personnel. If they do something wrong and the disciplinarian's getting the information before it's requested, can you give him some information on the firefighter Bill of Rights?
I'm by no means an expert on the firefighter Bill of Rights, but if I understand it correctly, if a fireman is being investigated, he has to be notified in advance and be given the evidence against him, basically like a discovery process.
Yes.
And I think with his issue, the issue that they're having is before the firefighter who's being investigated is notified he's under investigation, the chief already has it, has the evidence, and has begun the investigation, and they haven't had an opportunity to review it, is what I'm thinking I'm hearing.
That's exactly what I'm
Okay.
trying to say.
But while the videos are being recorded, they're not technically, I guess they're not under investigation until there's an incident. So if there's an incident, a copy of whatever footage is obtained relevant to that incident needs to be given to the firefighter themselves.
Yes.
Before the disciplinary.
Before the disciplinary hearing is to be,
So-
Before there's a hearing.
yes.
Okay, so it,
Right. Like before there's a hearing or any disciplinary action.
Chief could get it before there's a hearing. I had heard the word hearing. There is no hearing taking place.
Okay, let me
Correct.
do
So
it
if
like
it's
this.
just an infraction,
Yes, if a fireman's late for work and we write him up, he's in the office, we write him up, he gets that infraction, he's late. Okay, he was notified, hey, you were late, I'm giving you disciplinary. That write-up goes to the assistant fire chief and the fire chief. They determine what happens after that. They bring him in the office, they tell him, hey, da-da-da-da. After so many times, you get disciplined, you get suspension, whatever. All those processes has to be followed prior to that. I can't discipline a fireman when the disciplinarian's getting a video ahead of time. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's like knowing that your kid did something wrong before they even done it. Is what I'm trying to get at
I'm
here.
still lost though. Why are you having to discipline them?
Because the
The
board.
chief should be, I'm
The board of
looking at-
directors for the fire department has to create the policy to set forth for the fire department to follow. So if I say, chief, you gotta submit for a request, you gotta do this, you gotta do it, there are steps, that's what the policy's for.
I think what he's saying is the firefighter or whoever did the infraction or is in question, they have to be notified first before the disciplinarian starts the investigation.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say.
Well, if he's in the truck and he knows he's speeding and the camera told him he's
Right.
speeding, He's notified.
Or the
No,
camera
no,
told
no,
him
no,
to
no,
put a
no,
seatbelt on?
not when the infraction happens.
It has to be a notification
Before
from the department itself,
Before the
not the camera
investigation
system.
happens.
And when
According to the, is that,
Okay.
is that the way
Well,
you
I
read it?
think that's accurate.
Know about it, so who
So
notifies
we're
the
gonna
guy?
let just
So
David get
would send it-
everything?
David would send a, all right, if he's speeding, right,
You
they're
wanna know?
speeding, he can notify Chief Polito, hey, we got such and such speeding, it gives, you can see who it is, it gives them a picture, all right? He could bring that person in and say, hey, you, we got this, well, you know, hey, we gotta look into this, blah, 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 blah. It's following the protocol of the right of the law, we have to follow the law. And as long as that's happening, we good. But if the chief is getting the video prior to, or before the person even knows he come back from the call, because that's happening real time. Correct me if I'm wrong, that's live? Yes, so if I'm driving to a call and I'm speeding, I'm gonna use myself because I work there, and I'm speeding, yes, I know I'm speeding, it told me. But if the chief goes to write me up for it, it's null and void because he's got the video ahead of time. He's got his evidence ahead of time.
But he's the chief, he's supposed to
Okay.
know.
All right.
But hold on. So we saying the infraction should go to David, then
David should
David?
notify either the fire chief or
Well,
the
y'all
board of
just
directors of the
complained
thing.
that he's too much oversight
That's
in
not
here.
that's not what that complaint was about.
But now we want
But
him every time
you
y'all.
answered the question. You answered the question.
So, let me suggest this, Darryl. TJ, would you write us up something like your letter, explaining to us in writing of how to, what you think the procedure should look like?
Can I write up what I want our procedure to say and send it to y'all as a draft, and y'all can
However
let me
you
know if
wanna
that
do it,
follows?
send it to us so we can review and Mr. Powell, do you have any insight on this?
Yeah, I wanted to
don't-
ask, is
I don't
anybody
know
else having this issue?
How do y'all, I mean, we got 5 other chiefs here.
Yeah, I don't know anything about the firefighter bill of rights, and I definitely
I
don't
don't
wanna
either.
violate anything.
Well, let me explain to
We got
you the
7 of them.
firefighters' bill of rights. And, I dealt with it when I was working with Mr. Vial,
Why you pointing at me?
with the city.
Cause y'all
Could be
date back
because y'all
at
were
the
the
same
oldest two in
time.
the room.
Mr. Legal Counsel,
Yes, sir.
with all due respect, I've been dealing with the firefighters' bill of rights a long time. And it would be like asking me what the color of the letter 7 is.
That didn't help very much, Mr.
Okay.
Paul.
All right?
What color is it?
He's read it several times, and he says he thinks it says. It's very variable verbiage, if I'm using it the right words. You get the letter of the law and the spirit of the law are not the same thing. And it's, by the letter of the law, it says that the guy shall be notified before an investigation starts. And there's a process of the investigation. But by the letter of law, he's kind of right in saying he's got to be notified before me.
Who's gonna notify him? That,
I'm saying, I don't know
Exactly.
how to deal with this process.
So what's the color of the letter 7? So, now, he's speaking for Independence Fire Department. I have disciplined, verbal discipline on 2 times, I think. My guys for speeding or seatbelt or whatever. I like the process as it's drawn up. And I wish I could give you more insight on the firefighters' bill of rights, but he's the expert, and I'm the old man that's been dealing with it forever, and it seems like it's a new case every time.
If chief don't know, nobody knows.
My only reason I'm asking for this is because in the past, our fire department has been in a lawsuit dealing with this particular thing, So we're trying to make sure we don't do that again. So I'm just trying to make sure all our processes and all our dots, and all our i's and are dotted and all our t's are crossed. That's all I'm
And-
trying to do.
and
I'm
I'll
not trying to
definitely-
cause no,
Educate myself more on it, but I guess I'm just looking at it from a point, I don't know, it's the chief, assistant chief, and if I was the chief,
well, it's the
And-
board of directors, the fire chief, the assistant chief, and everybody else underneath them. So
Well,
we gotta,
yeah,
that's
but-
what I'm saying. We got, the board of directors make sure that they following all the laws and all that stuff. We gotta make sure that they're doing that as well. Make sure we stay in line, cause when things change, like we had a policy change with you guys about, some, holidays and stuff, we had to go in and redo our policy to match y'all's policy. So that's all we trying to do, is trying to make sure that it's clear as mud. We trying to clear up the mud. That's all
I
we
guess
trying to
that's
do.
what we gotta figure out then.
Yes, sir.
To see. If we gotta send it to y'all first.
Like I said, I don't know the process.
That don't make sense.
It's y'all's process.
Does,
Okay.
Huh.
So
Any
it
more
must not
questions
be
for
that
us?
bad of a system if we
No,
got
if
5 of
you got
them.
any more questions for me, I'm good.
I believe we're good.
Thank y'all for
Wait, I
y'all's
don't have any
time.
questions, but I want to make a few comments.
Yes, sir.
On this letter. Personally, I took this as some threats and demands from us, okay? That should not happen. Don't ever send me another one of these, okay? Number one is, I can't believe y'all wasted $100 on these certified letters. Because when I read this, I wanted to thank you for reminding me that Chief Atkins is doing exactly what he's supposed to be doing. That's the way I feel about this, okay? So as far as working out this other issue with the cameras, I'm good. The rest of this, I don't want to say what I really think, okay? This is ridiculous. And don't ever send me another one of these. And don't demand anything from me. Thank you.
Anybody else? If there's no other business, we'll adjourn.
Need a motion?
Need a motion?
Bridget did. I don't want to go home. Bridget made the motion.
Motion by Ms. Hyde that we adjourn.